Start with questions, please.
Rick, have you been able to diagnose what's been causing the slow starts?
No. Well, I guess without looking at the film, I guess what I could come up with just here and now is that our really good stretches of the game, we're playing with a lot of force, especially defensively, and my gut is we got to do more of that to start games because it gets us in transition. It gets us, with an open floor where we can drive and make plays better. So a lot of everything in this league comes down to force and disposition. And top to bottom, we had some very good stretches, but in most cases they were reactive, and you never want to be a reactor in this league.
Do you figure Harrison's just going through some knocking off the rust period right now?
Without a doubt. And I think also that, we have some adjusting to do from a personnel standpoint. It's just these guys haven't played together as a group that much at all. Like 3 days in training camp before he went down with the hamstring. So, those things always take time, but we just gotta play with a more even level of force from start to finish. That's going to be the bottom line.
When you say adjusting from a personnel standpoint, you just mean that starting group getting used to playing together?
Well, Harrison's been used to touching the ball, more than anybody on the floor other than Dennis, who was the point guard. And we're playing a different style. We're spread out. We got more playmakers. We got to open up the floor to be able to drive and do other things and create roles for DeAndre. And so, it's just there's going to be an adjustment period for everybody. There just is. Like tonight, I thought Dennis played one of his very best games since he's been here. He had a real great feel for play calls. He was pushing tempo. He was mixing the drive game, the three, and he hit open mid-range shots. And he kept throwing the ball ahead and getting guys running. And that's what a great point guard does. And so that was great to see. And but Harrison's going to be fine. I mean, he's getting shots. But you got to remember, the guy's been out for a month, and he's played 2 NBA games in 3 days, and it's a virtually impossible task to ask him to come in there and be a highly efficient player. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and he's busting his butt working on it.
Wes Matthews has led the team in shots since the season started. Obviously, some of that is the injuries, but now that the team is healthy, would you see that as another adjustment?
I don't care about that. I don't want to hear questions about shots and that kind of stuff. I mean, we've got to have a real balance on this team, and it can't be about who's getting a certain number of shots. It just can't. If it's like that, we'll have no chance to succeed the way we feel we should. And so, but look, we're analyzing everything statistically constantly, and we'll continue to do so. But the ball's got to be touching a lot of people's hands. That's how we got to play.
You guys have been one of the teams that shot the most threes in the league this year. 28 is pretty far down from where you were. Is that?
It's part of a lot of it is their defensive style. They do a great job of limiting threes. They don't help off of the 3-point line much. They play the pick and roll with 2 guys for the most part, and Gobert gives them the luxury to do some of those things, and they've got very good schemes. Tonight we did a better job of taking away a lot of threes, but we gave up the big ones at the wrong times. But we gave up a lot fewer ones in the corners than we have. That's a positive sign. And, right now, we got to look for positives and be very focused on positives and reinforce them. And then, the negative things, we've just got to keep working together to solve. Not easy.
Did you know DeAndre could be this solid, simple playmaker like he has been, especially this game?
He's a good player. He's a terrific player. He's a terrific player. We have him doing some things that he hasn't done much of, and he's showing that he's very effective, which is great to see.
Luka got a little banged up in the third quarter. What happened there? Is he
Who?
fine?
Luka? I think he banged his knee. From what I understand, he's okay. If there's any update on any of our guys, we'll let you know tomorrow at whatever time it is, 1 o'clock or 1:30 or whatever it is there. But, from a physical standpoint, we got some guys a little nicked up. Harris is getting more healthy, so, at some point here soon, perhaps he'll play. And we got to keep slugging. This is a very difficult stretch. It's 4 games in 4 different cities in 6 days, So we got to get on the plane and get to San Antonio. Got another opportunity.
Anything else? Thank you.